transformation refreshers. Let's start reviewing a little bit. Okay, so if your A value is negative, guys, then this is a vertical reflection. Okay, if the absolute value is less than 1, so i.e. if A is 1/3, so this is going to be a vertical compression factor over A. Okay, if your absolute value is bigger than 1, so i.e. if A is 5. Okay, so this is going to be a vertical stretch factor of 5, but in this case I'm just going to write A. Negative H is going to be left by H units. Okay, positive H, we're going to go right H units, whatever H units may be. K, negative K value, guys, is going to be down K units. And then positive K is going to be up K units. Okay. Now, below this chart right here, you guys have seen this all year long. This is steps to graph any function in HK. First, we want to figure out what your parent function is. Make sure you guys look for the base, okay, the B value. And then we're going to make a table of values for the parent, okay? Make sure we understand what X value or sometimes Y value to plug in. A, H, and K, list it out. That way you know where the A is going to go, the H is going to go, and the K is going to go. Make the list of transformations from your parent function, and then a new table where your H will be either added or subtracting from your original X, and then the A and the K are both vertical changes on your Y, and then you're going to be graphing your new points. Okay, let's do this next one. From examples 4 to 8, graph each function, then find all characteristics. Okay, example 4 says y equals negative log. Now, if there's a negative, guys, there's going to be a negative 1. Okay, negative 1 times log base 2 over x minus 4, close that, plus 5. So identify your A, H, and K. A is negative 1, and A is always in front of your log. Your H value is going to be inside, so that's going to be 4. Your K value is always going to be outside, so that's 5. Identify your base. This is log base 2, so this is base 2. Then your parent function, guys, is y equals log base 2 of x. As you can see, no A, no H, no K. Well, that looks like a funky 5. Let's fix that 5. Okay. Now, if you guys remember, we need to write an equivalent equation of y equals log base 2 of x. So, equivalent equation is going to be equivalent is, the base is 2, and then we're going to raise it to a y power and equals x. These two are the same. It's just one's in exponential and one's in log, but they will give us the same graph. So just like earlier, because when you write it in exponential, your y is your input. So we select to pick the 5y values instead, okay? So 2 to the negative 2 is going to be 1/4. 2 to the negative 1 is 1/2. 2 to the 0 is 1. 2 to the 1 power is 2. 2 to the second power is 4. So those are your parent function. Now let's transform. Your A is negative 1, so it's going to be negative 1 times y. And then your K is 5, so we are going to add 5 to this as long as it decides to write. So let's just 5 there. Then your X is positive 4, so X plus 4. Okay, so go ahead and transform, guys. Take all your X's, transform in that piece. And once you're done with that, take all your parent function for Y, and then transform the Y's there. Okay, so hopefully you guys have 1/4 plus 4 is 4 1/4. 1/2 plus 4 is 4 1/2. 1 plus 4 is 5. 2 plus 4 is 6. 4 plus 4 is 8. Then the y values. -2 times -1 is +2, plus 5 is 7. -1 times -1 is +1, plus 5 is 6. 0 times -1 is 0, plus 5 is 5. 1 times -1 is -1, plus 5 is 4. 2 times -1 is -2, plus 5 is now 3. Let's plot those. 4 1/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 1/4. Go up 2, 4, 6, 7. And then 4 1/2. Go up 6. 5 is now up 2, 4, 5. And then 6, 2, 4, 6. Go up 4. 8 is now 3. Okay, so guys, remember, we're supposed to have a vertical asymptote, and because we are shifting 4 units to the right, that means your vertical asymptote is now at x equals 4. X equals 4, right? And then this makes, remember, go all the way through, all the way, eventually it's going to hit the x-axis at some point. So let's go and label your transformation before we fill out the chart. Your transformation, your A is a -1, so that's going to be a vertical reflection. Okay, your H value is +4, so write 4 units. Your K value is 5, so up 5 units. So those are the 3 transformations, right? Your H and K, let's fill that in. 4, 5, x-intercept, eventually we will hit the x-intercept, but we can't eyeball that at the moment, so we'll solve for that last. Y-intercept, none, because it doesn't touch the y-axis. Your domain is going to be from 4 and on to infinity, or some of you guys said, well, can I write it? X is bigger than 4, absolutely. Your range is all real numbers, or -infinity to infinity. It is definitely decreasing, and it's decreasing over the entire domain. Okay, so let me highlight what I'm talking about. So if your domain is from 4 to infinity, then it's going to be the same interval of, in this case, decreasing. Okay, it is definitely a 1-to-1. So yes, we have a vertical asymptote. And what is it? It is at x equal to 4. Remember, x equal to 4 is the same as your h value, since this is going right or left. Okay, so your vertical asymptote is always the same as your h. Remember, in exponential, the original exponential, we had your horizontal asymptote, and that's always the same as your k. So the one thing that we cannot eyeball is your x-intercept. So x-intercept is when y equals to 0. Okay, so let's go and solve that. X-int y equals to 0. 0 equals -1 times log base 2 of x minus 4. And guys, we already studied how to solve log, so this is where we're going to use it, okay? First, isolate your log, so divide both sides by -1. I'm sorry, minus both sides by 5. So -1 equals -5 equals -1 times log base 2 of x minus 4. Sorry, in my head, I was already going to the dividing both sides by -1. Okay, so now we have +5 equals log base 2 of x minus 4. As you can see here, we only have one log on the right, so we have to rewrite this as an exponential equation with your base is 2. 2 to the 5th equals x minus 4. And guys, we do know what 2 to the 5th is, okay? Okay, so hopefully you guys said 32 equals x minus 4. So add 4 to both sides. 32 plus 4 is 36. So this graph, guys, is going to touch the x-intercept at 36 to the right. Okay, so 0. So 36, 0 is what we want to write. So let me pinch that all in.